Phenom bless this beat.
Yo, what it is, man? This Mike Donald, man. Y'all done tap back in, man. It's TDFA. They done messed around, man. We got the champ is in the building, man.
How
Robert
y'all
Sims,
doing out there?
man. He is
How y'all
in the
doing out there?
building, man. We got him, man. So how's everything going, bro?
Everything going good right now. You know what I'm saying? It's been a surreal experience. Winning that
Yeah.
title. I always sat back and dreamed. You know what I'm saying? Once I got in the boxing, that I always hear and the new, and I had that happen, and that was crazy. You know what I'm saying? I thought I would cry, but I held it together. I knew I had that victory in hand, so it
Yeah.
wasn't a shock
So
to me.
that's what I want to kind of get into. I ain't gonna hold you up. I know you got to train, man. And you got a lot going on, man. I appreciate it, man. But one thing, let's go take it all the way back, like not too far back. But what inspired you to put these gloves on?
Actually, it was my cousin named Lorenzo Reynolds from here.
Yeah.
He was already, he was boxing and doing his thing at the time, and then his career wound up ending abruptly. I think it was some injuries or something. You know what I'm saying? I know we don't like him like to talk about it, so I don't talk about it. But that was wound up, getting me in the boxing. My auntie, put us together, and then he put me with his dad while he was in Houston. And that's what started it all right there. That was my inspiration. Watching my cousin, seeing him fight, watching him around Mayweather and them teams and stuff. Seeing that was like, man, I want to be part of that.
So even seeing him with Mayweather and greats, like even he got pictures with Muhammad Ali, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I know that's kind of like, you seeing that kind of like, did that bring more drive to you, or you live out his dream? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I mean, I really want to get the belt to him. You know what I'm saying? After the fight, because all the hard work that he instilled in me.
It was a picture. I think that was on the internet. Like after they raised your hand, and what was that feeling like for you, man? Like them raising their hand and said, "And the new world boxing champion of the world." You feel me? Like,
it was great.
And another thing is that was kind of crazy that I could tell a picture was worth more than 1,000 words, right? Now, just by you saying that, right? If you actually go back to that picture, I can tell you want to cry. But me looking at the picture and seeing what you just said, Lorenzo was kind of more happy than you was. You think? And I think that right there just showed it all right there, man.
We put a lot of, we put a lot of work in together. Me and him, it was a lot of days where it was just, me, him, and Jess, a lot of days, and that people don't get to see all the hard work, the sweat, the tears, all the hard work you go through, you know what I'm saying? And to do it as a family, that's my cousin. So to do that as a family, and I know for him, it had to be big time, because it's like, he would have had multiple world titles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for him to see me get one, and him to be part of it, and him, putting everything in the game plan together and all that really right there showed me right there that I know it was real huge for him. You know what I'm saying? I would, being part of the first person to come out of Saginaw and get a title.
Is it like a burden up on you now? Like that you crushed you actually made your dream, or did you actually, it was a dream, and I know it's for real surreal, but do you actually think that that's it, or you want to go for something else?
No, it's more
accomplishment right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right now it was accomplishment, because I always said, in amateurs I won like trophies, stuff like that. I never ever got to win like the national titles and stuff like that. I made it to the tournaments, but I never won the whole thing. So it was great for me to get a belt, not only just to get a belt, but to be the first person from Saginaw to bring something back like that. It's never been done professionally. So,
and we thank you for that, man. And every punch and every muscle of you, man, that you got up in you, champ, man. We appreciate that, man, for putting the city up on your back, man. And it's crazy now, because at first you had the city on your back, right? Now it's like you got the state, you got the, you know what I mean? You got a
Yeah,
lot on your back right now. So I mean, is it hard for you right now?
not really, because you know what I'm saying, coming from a place like Saginaw, you know what I'm saying, real pressure is, you know, seeing, you know, how certain people gonna get their next meal, you know, seeing how, you know, what job you can get, you know, that'd be real pressure. I always looked at this as a sport, so I never took it in as real pressure because not only am I getting paid for this, but I have fun with it. You know, I love what I do. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
not a lot of people get the opportunity to get paid to do what they love to do.
Mm-hmm.
So is it pressure from the city probably looking in, or like you said, the state looking in, like, hey, you got to do more. You know, we need you
Yeah.
to keep going. I feel that, but as far as that mental pressure, that's been going a long time ago. Probably the second time I got in the ring.
Yeah. So that's cool, man. I appreciate that. So another thing is that I want to ask you, man, like coming from a small city as Saginaw, where it started off years ago, like if you Google it, it'll say like 50,000, but we know for sure that's way under, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for the notoriety and everything that comes along with the belt, do you feel like if you were up in a big city, you'll get further out there, like the notoriety, everybody knows you now, like, but before then, do you think if you were up in a big city, you would get more support?
Yeah, I see just how New York do for the people who win the Golden Gloves out of out of their state. They don't even have to win the Nationals. They win the Golden Gloves, and here come all the promoters. Here come all the, it's
Yeah,
a different light shed on a city. You know what I'm saying? So coming out of Saginaw, you got to, really step on the gas. That's why when you see a lot of us get our opportunity, we really thrive in it because we know that if we don't put our foot on the gas, this could be taken from us real quick. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I definitely know if I was in a bigger city, especially like I like to wear flashy uniforms. I do a lot of dancing on the way to the ring. So a lot of that stuff you would have thought would have probably came naturally, you know what I'm saying? And I was a good amateur, you know what I'm saying? So I thought a lot of that would have came naturally, but it
yeah.
didn't happen right away. I had to fight my way through all that.
And you're still fighting, man. So, and it's kind of crazy to see and talk about a fighter that's still going through different fights. You know what I mean? In life,
Yeah.
you still got challenges, man. And that's the whole point of this podcast, man, is to actually get a person, man, about right here before they actually, but you like the biggest, man. We got you the champ, man. You know what I mean? So I want you to
Yeah.
keep fighting, but also I want you to consider, man, like what else do you need? What do the city need to do to take the pressure off of you? Because you fighting for us. So actually, what would you consider, man, that you need help with from throughout the city right now?
Um, a lot of it would, man, that's a hard one. I never sat back and actually thought about that, what I would leave from the city. But like you said, just that continued support, you know what I'm saying? And real support, not like, you know what I'm saying? If I go out there in my next fight and I don't perform the way I should, it shouldn't end like, oh, well, we he got lucky on that first one. Or, you know how that go. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I need just that real consistent support to let me know that, you know what I'm saying, that the city really feeling what's going on and it's not just a moment,
right.
if I can get that continued from the city, you know what I'm saying, I would love that. I see how sometimes an athlete from here can be up one day and down the next. So,
Yeah, and that's
I
just every
I
day.
want to,
And
yeah,
it's kind of like it's like I see it. I see like it could the notoriety and everything, man. You got a lot on your plate, but at the same time, y'all doing it together as a family, man, and that's what I like. I like that y'all doing it as a family. I like what Jesse got going. You also have a boxing, like basically generation, right? So, who else
yeah.
out your camp that's coming right now? That's hot.
Jermaine Franklin, he getting ready to head over and fight Dillian White over in London. That's a real big fight for the city right there. You know,
Okay,
that's it's gonna be on the DAZN network. We got
okay, the
Matthew
zone.
Rodriguez. Yep. We got Matthew Rodriguez coming out of here. He's moved on to a different camp per se, but he's still,
Hmm.
that's still family. That's still my little brother, him and James Morris.
Okay.
That's exactly what we got coming out the city right now. That's up next. You know what I'm
Uh,
saying? Hey,
Jermaine is 27-0, right?
21 and 0. 21.
21-0. How many
Yeah.
knockouts?
I think he got 14 knockouts.
Now, is
Yeah.
they ready for him? I know they. We gonna take the pressure off of you, but is
Yeah.
they ready for him?
No,
Are you
I
gonna be
think
up in
Dylan
this?
White in trouble. I
Yeah.
think Dylan White in trouble. We already been working before he even, headed over. He was with me for my camp. for my fight. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
So
saying?
do
Give
you
me the-
like it's like so now you get a chance to actually sit back and do this. You know what
Oh
I mean?
yeah, it feel good.
Hey,
Yeah,
every now and again
it
you
feel
get one of
good.
these in.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you want to
Even
get
on
in there.
when I'm running, I'm still bobbing my head, and you know what I'm saying. But yeah,
I
it
feel
just
that, man.
but it do feel
So
good though to watch him, watch what's gonna be next for him because
what's next for you too? Like what do you actually what's your next fight? Like if you was to actually come out right now and say, man, like now you got some exposure up under you and now they
Mhm.
starting to see like, okay, he might be the one. Do you think like
Yeah.
you want to try somebody right now or you got somebody up under your radar that you actually want to go for?
There's a guy named Oscar Rivas right now that got the Bridgeweight world title, that WBC title, that green and gold.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one that realistically I know could be made happen. Me and him been going back and forth for a while. That I did like last year they did an interview with me talking
Mm-hmm.
about him once they
Okay.
created the belt for that division for some of the smaller heavyweights. And then also I throw my name in that Jake Paul hat.
Go
I go get
ahead.
that
Shit.
bag.
Hey.
I get that Jake Paul bag.
Yeah, man. Why not,
Because
man?
the guy that I just beat, him and Jake Paul was into it before my fight.
Yeah.
So them two was going back and forth, which would have made a really good, pay-per-view fight for them, a son of a
Yeah.
legend against Jake Paul, you know what I'm saying? But I just beat him now. So it's time
Yeah.
for me to throw my name in there too. I mean, that'd just be
Yeah, I
for the
mean, like
bag, you know what I'm saying?
obviously you got to, man. Like
Yeah,
at this point, man, like there's no reason why you shouldn't, man. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And I want you to come up on, I want you to come up on this show, man. I want you to get some good exposure, really. Like, and I felt the
Hmm.
same way. Like, I mean, I'm outside looking in, but I kind of felt like it should have been a little bit more exposure. And maybe that's just me, you know what I mean? But I
Yeah,
felt like, man, some people got to show up, man, because this is a
yeah,
once in a lifetime thing. Like, people don't really know,
right.
so they don't know how to react to it. You know what I mean? So at
Yeah.
the end of the day, it's not over. So I want you to keep fighting and fighting. You know what
Oh
I mean?
yeah.
And I'm giving you roses now, man, and I appreciate it. I
Thank you. Thank
appreciate
you.
everything. You got any promo that you want to put out there?
Yeah, Twisted Drinks, that's me and my wife's, vodka company. I want to
Mm-hmm.
put that out there. We got 3 flavors right now. We making noises with that right now. So, and then we got Roberto Cosa, print fashion collection. That's
Okay.
shoes. I got women's heels, purses. What else we got in there? We got boots. We got we got Uggs.
Entrepreneurship.
We got
So where are you
everything. So
selling all of
yeah,
this at? Is it online?
right now Roberto Cosa is online,
Mm-hmm.
and we also ship our drinks. But right now, all that is done strictly about through us. Yeah,
Okay. You
we
want
do
to
got
put your
we do got like
website out there at any time or what?
Roberto Cosa 2 at aliveshoes.com.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got Twisted Drinks 2020 at Instagram. We got
Okay.
Twisted Drinks on Facebook. And then at any time you want to personally get to the drink, you can come to my page or my wife's page, Laterica Sims, at any
Okay.
time, and we'll get back with you.
All right. I appreciate that, champ. I appreciate y'all chopping it up with us, man. And
Thank you
TDFA
for
don't
having me.
fuck around, man. And champ, man, I appreciate it, man. And you know what? Go get another one, man. And Jake Paul, I mean, obviously you up here now. You know what I mean? You up on the high circuit now, so you already see what's going on, man. You want to call
Let's
out
get it.
anybody else, champ?
Like I said, I want Oscar Rivas. My man Stephen Shaw, I was supposed to fight him before, and some stuff went bad with the business. And if they don't come with the right amount of money, it ain't gonna happen. But he don't get it twisted. He can get that work.
That's what I'm talking about,
Yeah,
man. Let's
they
get
was
it,
talking
man.
some junk last time, even though they knew it was a mistake on their end. So if he
Yeah.
wanted, he can get it. Michael Hunter, me and him was supposed to fight, and then the week of the fight, they took somebody who was already there, which he knew me and him was supposed to take that fight. So I'm just ready for any one of them guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
So
I'm
tell
chasing what's
everybody to
money.
stop doing this, man. You feel me?
Yeah,
Because he coming.
stop beating around that bush.
You got a lot of pressure, man, and I hope you shake it off, man, and get to it. And I hope that we pull a lot of pressure. I hope the city, man, go support you, man. And I hope you do your best, man. Shouts out to Jermaine. Shouts out
Yeah.
to your coaches, bro. And I'm, you know what I mean? Y'all coming, man. They done fucked around. I appreciate
Yeah.
everything, champ, man.
Can I get one more shout out before I go? Can
Yeah,
I get one
go
more
ahead.
shout out before I go? To my coach Jesse, man. He don't get the recognition he deserved. You know what I'm saying? From taking Lorenzo from where he went. he got four different fighters with 4 different styles that he took and made us into something. Man, he don't get the recognition that he deserves for being a coach that not just coach. He don't coach his style. He coach whatever you do and make it better. So
Yeah,
man, I
shouts
gotta
out to
give him his
Jesse
props.
Anderson, man. Y'all tap
Yeah.
in with him too, man. Like, do you actually feel like it's a fighter that's it's probably a fighter that you want to groom and uh come up under your camp eventually? Do you see yourself coaching?
We got a guy in our camp now. Is we call him his name Busy.
Yeah.
We could take him under our wing. Me and Jermaine, he spar with us like all the time. He's working with us. He gonna be coming out of this amateur game. He gonna be great, and I want to, put him under my wing, take him under, and show him the game because he is a sponge and he love listening to what we say, and I love how he pays attention to what we telling him while he's in the gym. So he gonna be up next after the 4 Kings of Saginaw. He up next.
All right, man. I appreciate that, man. Y'all tap into him, man. That's the champ right here, man. We got him up on the podcast, man. So I appreciate that, man. And y'all stay tuned.
All right.
Yeah, bro. I appreciate that. That was classic.
Yeah.